Hey, what's going on, guys? Cygnus here. Today I'm going to be bringing you the first proper, scripted, and actually well laid out video in too long. I've honestly been trying to figure out where I was going with the channel and what kinds of content I was trying to move forward with, and I've also actually just been playing the game a lot. Today we're going to take a look at how you get started twinking in Wrath of the Lich King Classic. And if you're thinking, nah, twinking is dead, let me remind you that they've merged XP off and XP on queues. So XP off queues with levelers in Wrath of the Lich King. And if you're thinking, why would we waste our time twinking in Wrath when we know there's going to be an end date? And that's basically because we know how great it was twinking in Wrath, and we know what's coming, and we know what to expect and when we're going to expect it. It basically takes all the worry and anxiety out of twinking in general, unlike retail is currently with the DF pre-patch coming soon. And I don't know about you guys, but I have no idea what direction we should actually move forward with our retail characters, but that's for another video. First things first, you kind of have to pick what server you want to play on. In my experience, the bigger the server, the better as far as BOEs go on the auction house. Make a level 1 on X populated server, go check out the auction house, look up some of the basic twink gear, and just see how much stuff is going for, or if it exists on the auction house at all. That'll give you a good example on how the market is, so you don't have to like farm up your own BOE world drops. Peggle Alliance is where all my tunes are at. I have a horde on white main that I'm in the process of leveling, but do a little bit of your own research, because I know servers like Mancrick as well as Benediction are also very good choices. Just you have to deal with the queue times. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and say don't try to make a new character on Benediction, because that's a fucking joke. And then the next thing is just pick a bracket. 19s is a very classic bracket. There's no mounts, you get 10 talent points. I have a couple of twinks that are actually close to BIS, you know, minus the BOAs, and I still queue them pretty occasionally. 29s is not as popular. You get mounts at this level, so it kind of changes the gameplay a little bit. You get 20 talent points. I guess some classes are unbalanced due to enchants, because they require a certain eye level of gear, and only certain classes can get some of that gear because of either the armor type that they wear or quests or whatever. I don't know exactly, because I don't have any 29 twinks myself. 39s I feel is a general sweet spot for amount of abilities, healing, burst, health pools. It kind of all ties together. You get 30 talent points. Obviously you get mounts in the 39s bracket as well. You can obviously twink at higher levels too, but I just don't know how healthy their brackets are going to be. I used to twink an expansion lock 60 back in the original Wrath, and I know it's possible to do that again with the XP off XP on merge, and I played nothing but AV, where you are, you know, you are the twink of the bracket because you're level 60, but only AV. Everything else you get put in the 60 through 69 bracket, and it becomes a lot harder. So basically, once you've picked what level you want to stop your experience at, you've just got to go ahead and level up. And since they basically killed boosting off a little bit, unless it's changed unbeknownst to me, so you've got to level the old-fashioned way: questing, dungeons, PvP, whatever way you want to do it. I personally suggest you pick up a guide so that you can let something else do the thinking for you, like I generally do. You can obviously use free options like Questy or Guidelime. Both are excellent, or you can use them together actually, and it also is a good idea. You can buy guides like Zygor or Rested XP, which I've heard great things about both of them. No sponsor or promo code, that's just stuff that I've used and I've experienced, so I know that they're pretty solid guides. And once you've hit your desired level, you head over to your faction's major city and you go to Best In or Slots, whichever one is in your faction city, pay the man 10 gold and watch your experience bar disappear. I don't know if that actually happens. I run too many add-ons for that to actually happen. So far, I put together a 39s armory of builds. People from the community have come together and helped out so that you have a direction on whatever class you want to play and how you should gear that character. Also, seeing as these characters are twinks, you're probably going to need help from a friend or another account to run your freshly undergeared twinks through dungeons, unless you like to find your own groups through the wonderful dungeon finder that Blizzard has given us in Wrath of the Lich King. It's not great, but it's something. It's just going to take a little bit longer, obviously. So what I've heard is that BOAs or heirlooms are cross account, server, and faction. I haven't tested it out yet personally, because I don't have any heirlooms yet. I'm very close. I'm gonna get there. I will put a comment down below and let you know. Other than that, once you think you're done gearing, or if you've locked out of your 5 dungeons, just queue up and enjoy the PvP. Well, that's about all I've got for this video, you guys. I hope you enjoyed it. As always, I want to thank you for my members that have stuck with me through this content drought: Evan Campbell, Ocho, AOC, Ragman, Shay Gaming, Meowvalent, Depressed, Psycho Teddy, Creepy, Kuzgan, Who's Deps, Zigtol, Crumb, Jacob Jeffs, Persuasions, Dennis, and Waza. Thank you guys for the continued support. It means a lot to me. If you guys also want to be shouted out at the end of this video, click that little join button down below over there. It's cost less than a Twitch sub, and yes, I have set those prices. Also, don't forget, if you're into xpoff.com, there's going to be links in the video description below. We've got some decent XPoff merch, coffee mugs, t-shirts, hoodies, tank tops, all that kind of good stuff. I have a public Discord down below that anybody is welcome to join, where we chat basically all day about WoW stuff and even not WoW stuff. You know, it's whatever. It's a place to chill and hang out. There's links to the 39's Discord down below. There's the links to the XPoff Discord down below, and everything else that you could possibly imagine. So thank you guys for hanging out, and I'll see you next time. Peace.